We're on 59 out of 83. And one of those is the 7-minute Castris one.
Oh god.
And the 5-minute Myriad Celestia for Finon.
Well, might as well get started.
Yeah. I can't believe some of the longer ones are all of Fei Xiao's. That's really funny, actually. Okay. Well, I remember to hit record, right? I did. Okay. It's giving me that fuck-ass bar again. Why is it doing that? It didn't do that last time.
Possibly because this is a longer video, like the actual thing looks bigger than the others.
It does look bigger. Wait.
Right.
Yeah, Zhao Cho's wasn't that big. It wasn't that wide. Why is Fei Xiao's widescreen?
Huh.
Is that normal? I also turned off closed captions when I took those screenshots. I can't change that, though. Theater mode? No, not that.
I think we might have to just deal with it for Fei Xiao's.
Unfortunately so.
Ugh.
Well, that's stupid. Why doesn't it go away when we full screen? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
It's not actually wider. Whatever. Oh, I think this is... Oh, okay. Weird. Okay. Yeah. I think the only one I haven't seen is the Myriad Celestia. Let's start with the babe. Let's go. It's Fei Xiao.
The woman ever.
As tempted as I was to just start us on Zhao Cho anyway, we're not gonna do that. I just used him for my sound test instead, so I could see him.
Of course.
Oh, I need to move my phone. It's too close to my computer. Last thing I need is the heat of my laptop to be on my phone when it's already overheating because it's so fucking hot here. I was sweating in the car.
Oh god.
Oh boy, okay. I just got a work email. I'm just going to ignore it because I'm not at work right now. I've seen this one. I forgot it wasn't English.
Oh.
I thought there was an English one. Is there not? Yeah, due to recording arrangements, videos, audio was. I forgot it was in I forgot it was in Japanese. Right. Oh man. Well, that sucks. Good thing I remembered to turn on closed captions, huh? Because we don't speak Japanese.
We have no fucking idea what they're saying.
Yeah. Good thing I turned on closed captions. Her being insane in this whole trailer. I remembered this trailer, but I didn't even remember it wasn't English. But I do have this track on my playlist, so I'm vibing to the music because I'm already familiar with the music. Yeah, this is the one where she's drunk the whole video.
Oh god.
He's so insane.
Oh my god.
I still think she'd look better with pants instead of shorts.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like somebody who would be wearing shorts. She should have had leggings.
Oh, looky, trauma.
Oh yeah. I think there's a reason she's on edge when she's drunk as hell. This is, I think, also their way to showcase Flying Aureus as well. I like the implication that all of the Arbiter Generals, except for potentially her, all have command over their Emanator except for her, where she's just basically fighting this thing constantly and just forcing it to do her bidding.
That's possibly even more bull, though.
I think it's funny as hell that this thing's like a goddamn animal that she has to tame, but the others don't seem to have that problem, or at least Jing Yuan doesn't. Yeah, her fucking destroying the
My
place.
God, girl. Poor Yuan. He was like, I don't
Yeah,
want to have
he's
to
just like,
fucking deal with
oh,
this.
really? But he's such a chill guy. You know, if you made him a little bit, even a little bit annoyed, you're like, oh man, I fucked up. I done fucked up real bad. He's so chill for most of the quest. Even when he's serious, he kind of has that tone. Oh my god. I think this is the one I haven't seen. I don't remember seeing this one anyway. I didn't realize this one was also in Japanese, but it makes sense because it's from the same time frame as the other one. Oh, and the fuck-ass bar went away. It's not on the bottom anymore, thank God. Probably only going to be for like 2 videos. Maybe the animated ones are all like that. No, well, not animated ones, I guess. The non-animated ones, I should say. This one's an animated one, and it's not. I forgot that we actually see what UAU looks like. Oh my god, the little Fei Xiao doll, that was so cute.
Oh my god, the babies.
God, such a baddie. Versus how this, you know, young teenager, young lady looks. I like that basically showcased that the red is just makeup. Because the next trailer, she doesn't even put on makeup, it's just there when she wakes up. I remember that very clearly. The next one showcases hers versus Jing Yuan's routine in the morning. It's really cute.
Christ. Okay.
God, that was really cool. I've never seen that one before. I don't know why I never watched it. Maybe I just assumed that she only had 2. It makes sense she had 3 though.
Okay.
I love her. She's such a good character. Oh yeah, see, maybe it is like every other trailer that's gonna have this fuck-ass bar on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. I think I can tell exactly what's happening. Yeah, no, I know exactly what this is gonna be.
I do like the implication that Jing Yuan does in fact have a cat.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I love it so much. Oh yeah, this one is in Japanese. I do remember that. But it doesn't actually talk as much, so it's not as big a deal. Also, not genuine having the most massive breakfast I've ever seen. Is that normal?
No.
That's so much food.
And not eating most of it.
I mean, maybe he did after that, but we don't know. I do like that Jiao Cho's reminding her of everything. I do like the implication that she puts a lot into her routine and gets up really early and does everything really quickly, but is still always late.
Yeah. I wonder why.
My beloved! She's so insane.
What the fuck are you doing?
Being completely batshit crazy?
Clearly.
But also iconic.
Oh, absolutely iconic. I
think it's crazy that in-game she's not faster than Zila. And I don't know why not, because she's canonically probably the fastest character we have, other than maybe Cypher, and that's because Cypher's a demigod.
Exactly.
ちょっと薄いけど悪くないわ。だがまさか
Her little ear twitch was so cute.
する日が来ようとはな。手ぶらってのも悪いからね。
Lol.
こやつは。ちょっとした手土産よ。
She's so iconic.
Aww.
Such a queen.
Okay, you know what? Fucking slay.
Good for her. I think going forward, I haven't seen literally any of the ones after this, except for Cypher's. I think I saw too much of Cypher's. Oh great, hers is also not in English, and it's
frozen.
also frozen. I'm hearing it too,
dear.
but it's also not showing anything for me either.
Oh dear.
Oh, what the?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the? Hello, Hua
what's
Hua?
it done?
Okay, what's happening?
What the fuck, girl?
Hua Hua? I wasn't expecting my dear girl to be in here.
Girl, what the fuck is...
There we go. Also not in English. Oh, I forgot she was like this. Oh god.
Okay.
But also, man, she's pretty. This is a very different direction than what I was expecting. This is cool. Genuine, my beloved!
心の病には心の薬が必要です。炎が消えれば煙もなくなる。あなたの恐怖がこんな形をしていたなんて。
何度も何度もここはお前が来ていい場所じゃねえ。
そうですね。ですがあなたもここにいるべきではありません。
This is really
ど
cool.
うぞ。邪悪の気は覗きまし
Oh my god!
た。では次の方。
Oh, wait,
Was that?
what? Hello? Also, I saw Gwen Iceman and Sushong back there too. But, hello? Jinglu, why are you still here? You're supposed to be in jail. You're definitely supposed to be in jail. And not even on the Lafu. She was supposed to be on, I can't remember if it was the Yuchue or if it was some other place. I don't remember. Maybe it was the Yuchue. I'm not sure. It was different from the one that Locha went to. I can't remember which one either of them went to. She's supposed to be in jail. Why the fuck is Jinglu here trying to seek treatment from Lingsha?
I mean, good for
Oh.
her.
Oh boy, the monkey!
Fucking monkey. However.
Oh, I've heard that her themes slap. I've never heard them before, though. Ooh, this is already visually really cool. Oh my god, hers is also one with a music, like an actual song.
Okay, I already adore the vibe of this.
Yeah. I should have expected this from her, but my god, this is cool. Oh wow, it's so cool. The art style changes in this are really, really cool.
I love the old like TRT effect.
Why is the style low-key reminding me of Friday Night Funkin'?
Shit, you're right.
It kind of does.
So iconic.
Really cool.
Valorant? Hello?
I've never seen what her ult looks like, but I think that aiming is part of her ult. I'm not sure. There is somebody that used to be on my friends list that had her and as one of their support characters, but I think they've since removed her because I've never actually gotten the chance to use her. But I'm pretty sure at some point I did have somebody added who had her. I just think that they also had Firefly and Lingsha, and those are the two that I kept borrowing, and then they took Rappa away. They're probably one of the 7 different casterists that are on my friends list because I can't find half the people I used to try to borrow because everybody got replaced by Casterus. Either Casterus or now it's Anaxa and Finon. But, like, everybody on my friends list seems to have replaced somebody with Casterus. I will never be that person. Jiaocho is going to stay on my fucking support list. The only thing that's going to change is that I'm going to change Locha to either Jingyuan or Fei Xiao when they rerun, whichever one comes first. And then I might replace Moza. I haven't decided though, but I do like the idea of keeping a 4-star that nobody uses on my support list because then maybe people who want to play him can do it. Especially because mine's strong and everybody has trouble building him, so why not?
It's like a little taster of like, this is what you can do with a 4-star if Hoyo would fucking give us them.
Mm-hmm. Granted, mine does have a limited light cone, but still.
I mean, yeah, but still, I still think the fact that there have been no 4-stars in Amphoreus is genuinely terrible.
Well, and Moza was the last one released. in 2.5.
Exactly. How many
Oh,
fucking updates
also,
have there been
speaking of 4
since?
stars, did you know that Mr. Rekka was in the catching up with Star Rail for Saber? He
I
was
did
the
not.
one that they put in there. It was Mr. Rekka.
Huh.
I think it was Boot Hill and Scott for Archer. You know, that
I did
fuck ass
see that actually.
IPC.
Yeah, I
Um,
did see something with him.
but I
Yeah.
heard the voice and I was like, oh my god, is that Scott? Damn it. I hate that man.
At least
Sick
Hill
Chow
got
Chow
that.
on him again. Give him diarrhea. Make him shit his pants again.
I think he's
Anyways,
already
Mr. Rekka
shouting.
showed up very briefly and it threw everybody through a loop because what the fuck, he finally showed back up. But if he does release, he'll probably be a 4-star if I had to guess. Maybe he will be a 5-star. I don't know. Hoyo hates men.
Hoyo does hate men. I mean, well, they've given us an AXA and Finon and My Day.
That's true. And all of them have been phenomenal. People still
Exactly.
trash Anaxa, but he's a really good DPS if you build him that way. Especially his kit works really well either way. Like you can build him as a really good DPS because he gets 140% crit damage if he's the only erudition unit. But at the same time, if he's not the only erudition unit, he gives like I think it's 50% damage bonus to all allies.
But okay.
So people just think he's meant for the Herda, but he's super good by himself. I know because I have the Herda and I am not using them together because he's better. He performs better by himself. The Herda doesn't need him. I can put a different erudition unit on her team instead. If I had Argenti, I'd probably use him instead just because I want him to be useful. But I don't have him, so. He's probably, if I had to guess, Argenti's probably going to be the next one who either gets added to the shop or added to the 50-50 lost pool because he is the longest rerun. I think it was Sparkle previously, but Sparkle's now on Banner, so it's Argenti and then technically Zila, but she's on the 50-50 lost pool, so. And Silver Wolf is, I think, one of the longer ones too, but she's already been set for 3.5. I already can tell the art style in this one's going to be great.
Oh, absolutely.
They had a lot of fun with Rappas, I can tell.
It's like an old cartoon. I love this.
It makes me think of Teenage Robot
Yep, my life is
XJ9.
Jenny.
I call myself the dazzling ninja hero.
Yeah, it's English.
Never mind, it looks like panty and stocking.
Oh yeah, it does look like Panty and Stocking. I didn't even think about that. I don't know anything about that. I just know that it definitely looks like Panty and Stocking.
I just know that the art
I only know the art style. I've seen the characters. That's it.
fucking slay.
Wait, what?
Banana Moon.
Did not expect Banana Moon, I'll admit.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't expect that either. Okay. Pulling some Kill la Kill shit.
What kind of evil ninja puppet is this? Softly, softly.
She's still giving for Friday Night Funkin' to me.
No, I can agree with you.
But
there.
Panty and Stocking art style for sure.
And I love that for her.
Your final
It's so colorful and interesting.
secret technique. Dazzling obliteration.
Hell yeah.
Go, go.
Culmination.
I like her scarf flapping around like a fucking devil's tail. Okay, iconic.
Absolutely iconic. I loved that.
That was great.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. Hey, Kim.
hello, sir. Gorgeous.
That's so pretty.
I really like that the faster notes seem to be Sunday, and then the slower, like more methodic ones are 1 week. That's really interesting.
Chaos in the order.
Iconic. This is so cool.
I was once Bronze Melodia, listening to the pleas of those who were suffering, knowing there were no gods who would save people unconditionally. To change anything, you can only rely on yourself. I will overcome the thorns. I have heard the call.
Oh, so cool.
There's always a paradise that needs to be built, even if I should melt and fall before reaching it.
Oh, Robin!
May this arduous journey of ours lead us starward.
Oh, that was cool.
It was.
That was a really
Also,
cool logo, too.
Now
Okay.
I can't get the thought out of my head of him just having like a 3 a.m. breakdown and needing to play the piano about it.
Aw.
And when he
Man.
expresses to come out and is like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I'm fine," lying.
He has a daily text where he talks about wanting to perform for us. Also, he's like his
Aww.
daily texts are really sweet because he's just
Oh, that's
trying to be
really, really
helpful and he's
sweet.
trying to like be nice to people. He has a daily text where he's like talking about wanting to do stuff for other Express members. He's like, I got this coffee for Himiko or this or not coffee. He got like a drink that he thinks Himiko would like and like, oh, I think that Don Hung would like this and or Don I think it was Don Hung and Mr. Yang. But he's like trying to find things that everybody likes. He like gets sweets for March and oh my god, it's so sweet. Honestly, he's
Adorable
trying so hard to fix himself. It's actually adorable.
for him.
I think I'm caught up on my daily messages now except for Mr. Yang because I got him yesterday. Fuck you, Welt. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my food really quick because Mom just said that our food got delivered. We ordered pizza and wings. I'm just gonna
I'll eat the
grab that
pizza.
real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Absolutely, don't worry.
They messed up our wing order. They were
God
supposed to give
damn
us
it.
boneless. That's what we ordered, and they gave us the bone-in wings.
Oh, boo.
So I'm just gonna set these to the side because I can't really eat that easily. If it were boneless, I'd just munch while I watched. But bone-in wings are not something I can eat while watching these. They're gonna be messy.
They're so fucking finicky. But
Ah,
at least
that
you got the
sucks.
pizza.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the pizza
Oh,
today. My
triple
plan was
faced
just to eat the
soul,
wings,
please
and they messed
sear
up the
his
wings.
tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and false vows.
Dream is over.
Wait, that first line was Aventurine. That was
From
he was saying.
Aventurine. Yes,
Yeah,
it
he was
was.
saying that to Aventurine, and that was in his trailer too.
Yep.
That was cool. The fact I clocked that instantly. Also, I paused in the middle of it phase changing. That looks so fucking weird.
I ask you, what was your original dream? To let everyone hear our song and to sing together with the masses. I wished only for the pure land in my imagination, a place where people laugh and also slumber.
He wants so bad for
But
he and his
with
sister to
even
be
such a
happy.
small wish, I still broke my promise.
Right, so
Shadows
fucking
loom
hard.
over it, and reality is in utter chaos. I'm
Aww.
unable to protect even those closest to me. The paradise was never meant to look like this. Has your dream changed? I don't know. But I see that people in the land of the dreams still live in another kind of prison. Self-judging, self-doubting, self-denying, and then robbed, oppressed, exploited.
He
Unknowingly,
looks so pretty with the
happiness
hood
has long
on.
left them. If I could create a future for them,
God.
if I could be the light that shines upon the world,
Trying so hard, but he's messing everything up.
I ask you, has your dream come true? Without a doubt. As you see, in this paradise I have built, the virtuous are comforted, the weak are protected, the sinful are judged. Our dream has come true. Then do you know why everything is now so silent? Because people are asleep, no longer laughing. No, it is because they no longer wish to slumber here. In this sweet dream, only I remain.
You poor thing.
When the last actor leaves the stage, the show must come to an end. And now, the final question. Why does life slumber? Because someday, I too will wake up from my dream. And once again welcome the arrival of tomorrow.
Oh, Sunday.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
excited for
Oh
her.
no.
Oh, I'm so
Oh my god,
excited.
it's
My
gonna-
Ting Yun, my beloved. Obviously I really like her because I pulled her even though she's completely useless to my account just because I like her that much. I'm trying so hard to make her useful so I can use her, but I love her so much. Oh, I'm so
God.
ready. I've never seen it before, but I'm so excited to see it. I think she only has one trailer though. Am I wrong? No, she's two. Okay. That makes sense. I was gonna say, like, I hope she doesn't just have one.
can only
Welcome
pick
back, my
one?
sweet girl.
You can only pick one. Then let's go. The cosmos stretches far and stars fill the sky. And I have not seen enough. Skewers!
Oh.
Don't get upset. You're in good hands.
Oh, she's so silly.
I bought
So
your shoes,
cute.
and now I can't walk straight. Compensation on
Oh,
the
fuck you,
double.
Scott.
Can't walk
Fuck you.
straight, huh?
Lol.
Shoes are meant
She's
for
so
decent
funny.
people. Why
Lol.
don't you ask them?
Fucking
Also,
hot girl.
seeing Yunli hanging out with her gramps.
There are countless sites in this universe. Why choose this one? Because this is the one I cherish. But
Oh.
this isn't yours. This
Uh-oh.
is
Uh-oh.
mine. Go.
Oh,
Oh my
it
god, Ken.
switched to animation? That's so cool! Oh my god, this is so cool.
It really is.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Ending it in the place where she woke up
Fucking-
when Ron May had her and brought her back. Oh my god. That was so cool. I love that it switched to
Was.
animation. That was wicked. I wasn't expecting that.
Usually they only like separate it by trailer, but like, oh my god, having it like be partly animated in the middle is so good.
That was awesome. Oh my god.
Also,
Also, I like how they do show in the trailer that her tail does visibly split into the five tails because in her game model, like it doesn't do that until you're like a specific attack animation. Like when you're walking around, it's not five tails. You can't tell that. It's just one merged tail. I definitely like the implication that she just has one big thick tail until she intentionally separates them.
it's really interesting actually.
But that
I
little
do like
flick was
that.
very interesting to see her just kind of flick it into the five separations. Very cool. Oh, I love her so
Are
much.
you going to die with destruction?
Oh my god. Hold on, Ron
Okay.
May. Okay. Okay.
Are you going to die with destruction? Why me? Did I already?
Oh,
Life
Oh
is
my
inherently
gosh.
born from nothing. You still have the right to choose.
oh.
Move forward. As long as you can remember where you were supposed to go.
Welcome, welcome. My name is Tingyun.
Aw.
Customers are always welcome.
Oh, that
Businesses
outfit's
cherish
so
peace
pretty.
above all else. Customer, allow me to cool you down with a fan. It works wonders. The guild departs tomorrow. Please have a good night's rest.
I'm pretty sure all of these different Tingyuns are meant to represent the fuck ass fragments that we had in Penacony. Do you know about that? I know you didn't play during that, but
Oh, and I feel like it was hell.
it was honestly it was funny as hell. Because when the whole Sunday thing is happening, you're in Sunday's POV and then Mr. Yang finds out it's Sunday, blah blah blah, and then he meets back up with March and March is like, We've got a problem. Miss Tin got separated into a bunch of different fragments of her personality, so there was just a bunch of Ting everywhere. But this was pre-introduction of like the design of Fugue, so these were just the Ting model. It was just a bunch of Ting with very watered down, funny ass personalities. There's just you would just walk everywhere and there's just Ting everywhere. It was kind of iconic, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is referencing because they're all talking about a specific thing. And that's all I
So they
could
were
think
just
about is
wandering
just how
around.
funny it was seeing all these Ting and then you had to find the one piece that like was closest to the original, and then that was basically it. You just kind of have to figure out what it is, and then try to get them all to come together again, because it was Ting just got fucking dismantled into a bunch of fragments. So that's I think that's what this is a reference to, but I might be wrong. That's all I'm thinking about though.
The Whistling Flames got a big business deal this
But
time.
she looks really good
Even
in
if we
white.
have to leave the Xianzhou for
She
a long
does.
time, it's still worth it.
Taking care of your tail is paramount before setting off.
Ting Yun? That's a good name.
Now, it's mine. And
Ah.
you belong over there. A beautiful, splendid end.
Destruction.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
No, I will stay here. Even if pain still eats away at me,
I will still burn bright in this torrid fire.
I have seen everything.
I think this is a really
My
cool way to
direction
make it make sense that she got switched from
lies
lightning to
forward.
fire.
I will see all the many worlds in this
I
vast
genuinely had
universe,
no idea that Ting was a lightning unit because I didn't own
and
her.
I will take back the life taken from me.
Fire makes sense for her, especially after seeing Fugue, but it just
Just like
was
right
weird to
now.
think about
It's as if we're going back to the
Fugue
start
being
of
fire and
everything.
Ting being lightning.
Reuniting with old friends. Then setting out again.
I'm really curious as to what direction her story is going to take because we really did just get the briefest little glimpse of her of an oh shit, she's alive, and then Yukong trying to take her home and her saying that she can't go home because she doesn't want to draw the Ravagers' attention to the Luofu, and she doesn't want Fantilia to find out that she's okay, that she's alive. And she's also just wanting to fucking destroy the destruction, which is funny as hell. But we don't really know anything
For
beyond
her,
that. She just
actually.
hasn't been relevant since then, so we just don't know what she's up to. But absolutely
Get to see
iconic.
her again
Love this
soon.
woman. She's also like
Absolutely slay.
she's like the prettiest character design that this game has, I would say. Honestly, I think she's prettier than anybody in Genshin too. Like she's probably my favorite design. She's just so gorgeous. Every aspect of her design is so good. She's also one of the few characters that I feel like looks really good with the like skin to clothing ratio. I think it looks better the way she is. I think some people hate that she looks so empty on like her leg half, like she doesn't have anything on her legs and she doesn't have like long boots or anything to compensate for that. But I think that she's like she looks really good. She looks really
Yeah,
balanced.
genuinely, it's just a really fucking good design, especially one that builds on the original like Ting Yun one.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. And it's funny, somebody like bringing up the shoulders being exposed. Oh yeah, she still has that exposed shoulder that Hoyo likes to do, and I get that. But in this case, it's because that's where her like mark from Fantilia is, and I don't think it would be right to cover that. We want to see that because that's the biggest distinction between Fugue versus Ting Yun. Not to mention those little details like that are really cool. Like Fei Xiao's like back tat on her shoulders is really cool too. You don't want to cover that.
I love
Granted,
that she
Fei
has a
Xiao's is
tattoo.
covered for the most part until she's in her old state, then you see it, but that's still a really good design choice. So, God, I was so looking forward to seeing Fugues, and it did not disappoint. I've seen oh yeah, I've seen a glimpse of this one today. It showed up on my TikTok while I was on my lunch break. And honestly, the one
Go.
little clip I saw was funny as hell. I think it's this trailer.
Yeah, here we fucking go.
Ahem. Thank you for making time in your busy schedules to gather here. We have only a single purpose. Ensure Herda City remains free for all eternity. Now, let the noble creator witness your achievement. Let's begin. Centralization. You want to sort the Herdas into different grades? Let's just start over. Geniuses love stabbing each other in the back. Didn't you know? Oh, I heard a virtual idol project? This thing's really lasted 10 Ember eras. Maybe by optimizing it. No copyright? Next! And this circus now! Everyone! That Madam Herda is a fake! Fake? Really? Haven't any of you noticed? Her style is totally different from ours! It's true!
That's the scene I saw.
Who's the imposter?
That's probably my favorite line ever. This Madam Herda is fake! It's so funny.
I just think
Absolutely
this whole fucking
iconic.
concept is insane and absolutely something she'd cook up.
Yeah, these Herda puppets fighting for their lives. Also, it's really funny to imagine all the Herda puppets having different personalities. Herda is, all in all, just a brat.
Yeah.
This story isn't as dull as I expected. Remember, the biggest problem is having no problems at all. Come on, create some more problems with me. Curiosity is a dangerous thing, you know. Another
Or do
failure.
like making that reference, huh?
I'm perfect, as expected.
They did that same exact reference for Sunday.
I mean, listen, religious imagery and Sunday go hand in hand, and also the Hutter is just that bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just funny as hell. They really like that if they wanted to use it again for Herda. Sunday did it first, and I think he did it better because it made more sense for him.
Oh, absolutely. For her, it makes more sense. Hutter's just doing it because she can.
Yeah. She just does it because she thinks it's silly goofy. She thinks it's fun.
I once visited the Eon to ask them a question. What question would stump the all-knowing droid head? Yes, that's exactly what I asked. If there are no mysteries in this universe that can't be solved, how will you prove it this time? I've tackled many conundrums for pleasure. But before long, they become solutions. No matter. The good stuff is
Oh my god.
always
Short hair
further
Herda is actually so cute.
Solutions are boring, but they bring new questions. Such as
That was so cute.
what is my limit? Could Herda be the
The idea that young
genius of
preteen
legend? Do you
Herda
even
had
ask?
short hair is
Look at
really
these
cute.
achievements. Solitary waves
That's
theory, spark bubble
adorable.
hypotheses, Sigma baryons conversion method, Herda sequence. So many problems to solve, so little time. Oh, and de-aging. Are you saying? I'm not done. I also discovered the imaginary leakage phenomenon and captured and sealed a Stellaron. Maybe one day we'll even see a Stellaron in a living body. And I want to meet Droidhead. I will meet them.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll see the Stellaron in a person. Oh my god.
Oh, it is. Damn, yeah, that would be fucking wild and whack and insane.
And also, maybe one day I'll meet Droidhead as crazy, because I'm sure at that point she would have never guessed she'd become an emanator of erudition.
Absolutely not.
Oh my god. Cute little, not really naive, I guess, but cute young Herda, absolutely iconic. Look at this girl. She's got the biggest dreams, and somehow she's got most of it down, if not all of it. Holy crap.
I mean,
Iconic.
it's her.
She is just a brat.
So you need to start running. Start running with your puppet body. Huh? Puppet? Yeah, this way. Herda can run even faster. Faster? Faster, faster. Faster. Faster, faster, faster. Time and space. Two conundrums hindering human progress. It was too easy to step over this limitation. But it's
Droids
still
are
not enough.
amazing.
Step out of the circle at your feet and look down from a higher world. In an extrapolation concerning the universe, I rolled a die.
Curious blessing reward.
Countless questions arise from here. Though what I want are not solutions, but for the die to never stop. The best answer is a question. Because my thinking never has an end. So, Droidhead, what are you thinking so hard about now? You pay no heed to the universe and refuse to answer my question. Then I can only do it myself.
I wonder if
Genuinely
anything,
amazing.
I wonder if whatever is on Noose's head, mind, whatever, I wonder if it's got anything to do with Amphorius. I wonder if we're going to have any kind of answer for that. Because
I
the
wouldn't be
erudition's
surprised.
obviously involved with Amphorius, because Amphorius, in case you haven't heard already, I don't think I mentioned it. I mean, I mentioned the simulation and the extrapolation and all of that, but it's a result of a scepter. So it's connected to the erudition. That's why the erudition's one of the paths. And I'm pretty sure that Lygus is probably part of that. Maybe not necessarily the erudition, because he's more connected to the destruction with the Lord Ravagers and all of that. But, like, he was manning this extrapolation from a scepter. So, like, and I'm not going to pretend to understand all of that because I haven't finished Golden Gears, so there's still a lot of lore I'm missing. But from what I understand, the Golden Gears lore is a lot. All of the stuff with Rupert and everything with the erudition it's a lot.
I mean, fucking unsurprisingly.
Also, this one I've heard of. Is this the one where Herda proves that she's a girl failure?
I think I might have also heard of this one too.
I'm pretty sure this is where Herda shows that she's a girl failure and it's frozen. She's a girl failure with her with her very autistic girl failure, I guess. Anyway, we can agree Ron May has autism, right? It just makes sense.
Yeah.
She also reads as very gray ace to me, and I think it's funny as hell.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Seems like it's not going well. All the more reason to prepare a big present. Let's go.
Dusting the painting.
Remember to bring that new magic tome with you.
I'm getting Little Witch Academy vibes. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I love them.
The babies.
Let me see. This is the magic that makes cakes delicious? Easy peasy.
Oh, girl failure.
All right. Over to you. I need a coffee. Cooking is a piece of cake for a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Everything under control.
Saying it's over to her puppet and then not specifying is funny as hell. Also, not her cooking curios.
It's her, of course she is.
What?
Did she
Well,
cook
I
her
think
little
it's so-
puppets? I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
yes, she absolutely did.
Oh my god.
I think it's so genuinely funny that she's so science-brained, she cannot follow a single goddamn recipe.
I know, this is so funny.
All done.
Is it though? Oh, I'm sure it's not edible, girl.
I still remember that line of yours. For a genius, nothing is more precious than failure. The smell of burnt food. How strange.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
prepared
right. This
cake
is
and
the...
rushed over to
Very
congratulate
good.
you as quick as
Okay.
I could. Still,
I like to think
I've
she
got
doesn't realize
something
how
bigger
freaky she
coming.
comes off.
let me
Ron
buy
May,
you
I
a
mean,
laugh.
not Herta.
Oh no, yeah. That
Herta's
Ron May,
fully aware and doesn't give a shit, but Ron May is probably just not aware of how fucking weird she is, and I think it's great.
How flamboyant. I prefer the smaller one.
That's odd. Since when did you develop good taste?
The little fellows coming out of her hair, that's cute.
everything about that was
They're like
adorable.
little fairies that do her work for her, but they can't do the work for her if she's fucking terrible at everything.
I genuinely love so much the fact that they, despite her being this genius scientist, the fact that they gave her such like a witch vibe, and her literally embracing that fact and being going, what is unanswered questions of science if not magic? And I love that about her.
Herta's honestly such a fun character. I honestly
Yeah.
have no idea how Genshin's gonna make Alice somehow overtake Herta in terms of how incredible she is.
No, but also like Alice has a very soft place in my heart, so I hope she's good. Please.
God, I hope so, but like, I can't see her doing better than Herta. Herta's just
Better than
iconic.
Herta? No. Herta is just iconic.
She's just
Alice
iconic.
is also iconic. Alice is also iconic, but more in the fact that that Herta is in pursuit of like questions and answers, and Alice is just here for the vibes. She
Yeah,
cannot give two shits.
yeah. The vibes and Klee.
Vibes and clear, of course.
Of course. Okay, we're finally to Amphorius.
Definitely.
I don't know what to expect from any of these except for ciphers and sort of Casterus. I don't think I've seen clips of literally anybody else's except for Anaxa's because everybody won't shut up about the fact that Anaxa's has a clip that has both of his eyes in it.
Huh.
And also I have seen that clip. His eyes are not the right color in that clip, so I'm sure that is probably going to be important later because that's probably either not the real Anaxa or it's the Anaxa from another cycle. I have no idea which one it is. People always assumed it was him from another cycle, but it never got touched on in the recent quest, so I have no idea if it's going to become relevant. There's got to be some sort of significance to him having both eyes in that cutscene, and the fact that his
Well,
eyes are the wrong color.
we'll certainly see.
Yeah. I have definitely never seen Aglaya's, though, that's for damn sure. But she's
love
also my
Aglaya's
least
voice.
favorite Amphorius character. I just don't care about her. Maybe this will make me like her more.
What a beautiful morning. Time for my perfect master to start her immaculate day. As a connoisseur, she speaks her mind.
Perfect.
As an overseer, she keeps her word.
No.
And as an artist, she pursues the superlative. Though occasionally, she can be somewhat impulsive.
Won't you dance with me?
Those gorgeous steps. Her graceful bearing. Yet some insensitive brute always seeks to interrupt the irreplaceable moment. No matter, of course. My master has everything under control. Who am I exactly? You needn't worry. I am an insignificant tool. If I can help fulfill that golden tragic wish, I am willing to be crushed to pieces.
Adorned in splendor, bathe in gold. Time to cut fate's thread. Die for me, garment maker.
As you wish.
I wasn't really sure what direction this was going, but I wasn't expecting the garment maker to be such a big focus.
Neither was I.
Maybe they were doing that because it's the first Memo Sprite? Because she's the first
Yeah.
Remembrance character?
Possibly.
Well, and the garment maker's also just an entity that you could see in the game, too.
This city is the bed where we are laid to rest.
Because, like, I'm sure you played a little bit of Penacony, right?
No.
No?
I
So...
stopped in 1.3, I remember.
Oh, that's right, okay. You've talked about Penacony before, so I just assumed you had at least played a little bit. I don't know
Nah,
when
I just
Penacony
know about it
released.
because
2.0, I'm assuming, but...
Yes, 2.0, because I remember White Knight came out.
Oh, it's such a good song. I love White Knight. It's so good! So in Penacony, there's collectibles, like hidden collectibles, kind of like the Arnara, I guess, um, for our origami birds. Amphorius has nymphs. They're just like different bugs depending on what area. For like one area, it's butterflies. For another, it's like beetles. The garment maker is the one that you go to for the like nymphs. The nymphs are basically connected to Aglaya's golden threads. Um,
Oh.
so Aglaya is really cool. I don't know how much you know about her, but she is blind, just like Jiaocho, but she has like golden threads, so she can see everything around her through sensing things with her golden threads. And all of the Chrysos heirs have like a flaw, and her flaw is that she has a lack of humanity. Um, so the garment maker is something she makes, and you have to try to find these nymphs to try to like, I guess, connect the world or something, like connect things back to the golden threads. The garment makers can also help you find, like, give you hints to find the ones that you're looking for too. Like if you haven't caught a nymph, the nymphs are also one of the first signs that people had of Amphorius potentially being a simulation, because whenever you interact with a nymph and you catch one, it disappears into an emoticon.
Huh.
So they also sometimes say some really fucking weird shit. I don't have any examples. I didn't take any screenshots of any of them or anything. But they well, every time they disappear, they just basically disappear into code and then have an emoticon that's in that like glitchy code that is in their basically their disappearance. It's really interesting. Um, but yeah, I think Aglaya is pretty cool for that. I do think it's kind of a cheap way to make it so she's not actually blind by making the golden threads thing. But there is a really cool moment in the story where Aglaya finds a girl who is both blind and deaf, and she communicates with this girl through her golden threads, so they can basically talk in each other's mind, which was really cute.
Oh, I love that.
And that becomes a really important detail because um, it's very complicated. But there's the Council of Elders is against the Chrysos heirs and is trying to find loopholes and trying to find a way to like make the Chrysos heirs look bad. So Elder Kindness basically tried to use that interaction with that girl against her and was like, "Oh, well, we can do something to this or whatever." I think that she threatened to hurt that girl. That girl also gave her like a bracelet, which was really cute, a knucklebone bracelet, which ended up being really important because Aglaya ends up giving Finon that knucklebone bracelet, like not giving it to him directly, but like when she dies, that's his little, I guess, keepsake of her, and that bracelet ends up coming in handy because she connected her power to that bracelet, and it ends up saving us at the Eye of Aquila when we almost fucking died. So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Everything comes full circle.
Yeah, it comes full circle with these golden threads, and Aglaya is still saving us even after she died. It was really cool. Finon tried to get that bracelet and failed, unfortunately. But hey, she did save us and Hyacinth. It was really great.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Aglaya did come full circle. She was very steady throughout the whole story. So not one of the most interesting characters to me, but I do think that they did a really good job with her. The golden threads are
Yeah.
such a fascinating part of her. I'm actually surprised it didn't touch on the golden threads at all in her trailer. It literally didn't touch that at all. It was so focused on the garment maker. I didn't even realize she only had one trailer
Which
because
is
she was so
nuts.
hyped. I think the way her kit works too, you just need to stack a bunch of speed on her, and I think that's why people like her so much because she just outspeeds everything. And then Hyacinth came, and now she's supposed to have 200 speed, and I have no fucking idea how you're supposed to do that. So I don't even know what you're supposed to have for Aglaya's speed. I have no idea. Ugh, whatever. Anyway, she's really
Anyway,
cool.
the babies.
Are these guys the only Chrysosaur that has two other than Castorus? Castorus has two. Yeah. Oh, and Phynon, of course. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting close. We're so close. Treeby having more than
So
one makes sense. She's also the best support in the game right now. Or I should say they are the best support considering it's 3 different girls. I can't say she if it's 3
know.
people. Honestly, iconic. Well, 2 to 3 depending on what point of the story you're in, I guess. They're so cute.
To protect the mail from
Absolutely, that's so
devastation.
cute.
Oh, this is cute.
On our expedition. We
Hello,
roll out
Team
the
Rocket
spaceship
reference.
I love this.
Trippy said his word. Trian beats the baddie.
Oh my god, the Yana steed. So cute. Oh, this is so cute. I'm surprised that Trebios isn't a bug in the simulation, in the simulation notes, because how the heck did this... And I think it was before she even became a demigod that she created a fucking rocket ship? Because that's like in canon. She made a rocket ship.
Maybe because it was never actually able to, like, leave Emporius, it wasn't considered it. Because it wasn't able to actually pierce through the veil of, like, this is not a simulation, don't worry about it.
Maybe? I don't know. I just think it's weird because it's so out of place technologically from this time frame. Aww. Oh my god, this is so cute!
Adorable.
Using the sentry gate is really cute, but it gives me trauma.
Aggie, you have a secret message. Come get it.
Not
Oh,
Aglaya
God.
breaking her teacup.
Just like, oh, fucking, oh god.
God,
I could
okay.
feel the red in her body.
Treeby also in the story is really good at making things because even like before she became a demigod, before she had taken the core flame, she made a music box. But she also just apparently it was pretty normal for her to make things just because she was basically locked in a chamber all her life, just her and her mom. From my
Yikes.
understanding, they were just kind of hidden away. Yeah, I don't know, but it's still really weird that it's literally in canon that Treeby just made a fucking rocket. I think that they also reference it in their daily text messages too. because I think Treeby and Aglaia are the only Chrysos heirs that have more than one text message. And I think as a result, I don't think Treeby had a death message like the rest of them did. Even Finon did. I got a death message from Finon. I don't remember if I told you that, but I don't know about Aglaia because I don't have her other than the recording account, which obviously is not in Amphorius yet. But I know Treeby did not have a death message. I only had the 3 dailies from before they died. But and one of them I think does reference Trian's death, but I mean Treeby and Trinan also do end up dying. Obviously, Finon's the only one who doesn't. So until recently, I guess. But still, I think it's really interesting.
This is a story from the distant past. The era back then was named after gold. And gods still walked with mortals. Their tears and sweat fell, granting the world dusk and dawn. But times changed, and calamity fell. Yanisopoulos prayed to the Holy Maiden for a prophecy. Please tell us how to return to those beautiful days of the past. But Trebios knew that the 3 gods were no longer able to respond. If the Titan who bears the world has already fallen in the flames of war, then who will lift the torch and drive away the long, cold night? If the Titan who guides the people has withered in the deepest dark, then who will take their authority and fulfill the promise of passage? Humans will. I will. I will step through the first crossroads and sail toward tomorrow.
Huh? I've gotten smaller, and there's more of me. Get ready. It's time for us to head out with the west wind.
Toward the proverb revealed by fate. Go and seek the children of humanity with golden blood. Like you, some will be trapped in the past. Some will bury time itself.
Hello, Sarita.
Some will discard their humanity. Some will forfeit their life. Some will become utterly alone.
Oh, it's different. Oh my god, I had no idea it showed all of the Chrysos heirs in this trailer. That's really cool. Actually, did it show Anaxa? Is he the only one that
Yes, it
wasn't
did.
here?
No, Anaxa was with Hyacinth.
Oh, there he was.
in
Yeah, he was with
Belgae.
Hyacinth. Okay, he was with Hyacinth. I didn't know. I was so focused on her, I didn't even see him. Okay.
Fair.
Oh, I end up utterly alone is crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, utterly alone for 33 million cycles.
Yeah, 33,550,336. I can't stop thinking about that. I was telling my coworker about this because he has no fucking idea what's going on in this game, and he agrees it was crazy. He was like, "How long is a cycle?" I was like, "I have no idea. They don't specify." I was like, "I think it's presumably lifetimes because I'm pretty sure it's before Finon was born that the cycle starts." So I have no idea how long each cycle is. It's a long time.
It's a long fucking time.
At minimum, it's a lifetime, but I think it's multiple lifetimes. Holy crap. Because it includes Hycelans and Ceridra, who were already dead at the start of this story, so it's like, holy crap. Also, did I tell you, I can't remember if I sent you a screenshot or not, I did find something at the Eye of Aquila from another one of the Trebios fragments. I can't remember what her name was. Trisha, I think. I'm not sure. There is another one. Obviously, there was like at least 100 fragments of Trebios. I'm also sitting here thinking, I think it makes perfectly logical sense that Trebios to become the demigod of the paths makes perfect sense that it's many of them because I think that how else could somebody be guiding everyone if they're not everywhere all at once? But then slowly they just
Exactly.
start to lose their fragments because the people are kind of all gradually disappearing. A lot of these places don't exist anymore. Places like Styxia, and I can't remember the name of Cypher's home area, but you know, her area, and like Ides Elysiae, and like I I kind of thinking about that, it's like really it makes perfect sense that there is many of them and then they gradually diminish as people are like as these settlements and these places are just slowly dying out because of the black tide. It makes perfect sense that the demigod of the paths would be multiple people because otherwise how else could she be everywhere all at once? So,
Mm.
really cool.
Some will lose everything.
Oh my god. I forgot about you. God, I'm sorry, sir. I can't believe I said every Chrysosaur
the
before we
first
even got to
demigod.
you.
Set out toward tomorrow until your calls break through the darkest gloom.
God, I love Treebios. It's such a cool
Yeah,
idea.
it's amazing.
A character who's
Speaking of,
many small characters, and that they gradually lose their I guess self because they're not an adult anymore. They are definitely a child in mind and heart now. I think it's really interesting. Also, when Trianne used the Sentry Gate one too many times, she started to kind of deteriorate mentally, I would say, because she no longer was connected to Trinan or Treebee's thoughts, which was really interesting because they are all basically connected together. Like Treebee literally has an idol where she bites into a sour apple and then cringes and says, "Which one of you likes sour things?" And then if you look in her voice lines, Trinan is the one that likes the sour things, but Trianne and Treebee don't. So like they all share their senses, but then when they get too far apart and they start to break and that little connection is starting to lose itself, Trianne was no longer able to hear their thoughts or share their senses anymore, and that was kind of that sign of she's dying, like she doesn't have much longer. I can't imagine what that must have been like when there was 100 of them, slowly feeling their fragments start to die. Oof.
fucking yikes.
I think it's such a good character design. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Speaking of,
Hello. Hello, Kremno and Prince.
It is time. Make your choice.
The vibes are so different for this one.
yeah.
Make your choice.
Ooh.
The day will come when your back bears the mark of your demise. Make your choice.
They did a really good job at selling just how strong this man is.
Yeah.
And I was saying that before he literally ripped something's head off.
From now on, I am Strife. Submit or die.
Ooh.
Shit.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, and yeah.
But I don't see what people were talking about. I did kind of see some kind of um not really signs of simulation, but they did some kind of cool effects there, but I don't think it was directly related to simulation. I
I
don't
also
see it.
don't think that.
I don't see it. People were thinking there was some sort of glitchy thing in there. I don't think so. I don't think there was anything particularly out of place. There was like one or two brief little flashes where something happened, but I don't think that was a reference to the simulation at all. I think that was just a cool visual effect they decided to do. I don't think it's supposed to have a deeper meaning though. But that's just my thought. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if those like editing bits
Yeah.
were meant to imply that.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything deeper like people were thinking it was.
Funeral 406. The cabinets are overflowing with the unclaimed possessions of the dead.
Castrus, I don't remember if Castrus was one of the ones in the simulation notes either. Was she? Maybe she was. I can't remember. I think she was, and if she was, it was probably because I don't think Castrus is supposed to exist because it was supposed to be Polixia, but that's besides the point. Castrus is I would expect some weird things to happen in this because I already know it shows all of the characters, the Chrysos heir's deaths, so.
In the silence, I sift through the memories of the departed as if they are my own. Funeral 562. I dreamed of a sea of flowers and a racing river coursing through it. Yet, all I can do is ferry the souls of the dead to the other side. Funeral 674. The war rages on, and death surges like a dark wave, chasing all who live. My only choice is to run with all I have, until... Death, once a pair of hands, has also split us in two, never to touch each other again. This journey has been so endless, so senseless. Yet even on the cold shore, will still be the scent of flowers. New life or death.
I will fully admit the editing on this is beautiful.
It is really, really pretty.
Don't forget.
It's still far from my favorite
Don't
trailer, though. I don't think it's as interesting as some of the other ones. Especially the ones that they do like, oh, this is the one that's in the game.
There we
So
go.
I've
Here's
already
the
seen this
7-minute
one, but this one's really cool. It's definitely an experience. It makes me think of Japan Sinks 2020, because it's very, I guess gritty. I don't know. I really like the way it's animated. It's very beautiful. But Casper is far from one of my favorites. She's a great character, but I do feel like they did overdo it. I just got really tired of seeing her.
I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go, Ethan. I don't.
See, this is the way I would expect Casterus to dress, you know, fully covered.
I hate these icy
Yeah.
hands.
I mean, yeah, touching people even through her clothes still kills them, but I wouldn't expect her to have so much skin showing when she embodies death and kills everything that touches her, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the worst aspects of her design is I don't think she has way too much skin showing,
Yeah, it feels a bit
especially
like
given she's literally death. They could have done something really cool and gave her a veil like this one. Like when she's a child and has this cool veil. They could have done something really interesting with that, and they just didn't. And the veil would also suit her character a lot, too.
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
While I understand that these people see death as a good thing, I do think it's not fair to push that onto a child and make her watch people die at her hands.
As I say, that's a baby.
Like, that's so fucked up. Like, she's just a child. And you can tell her it's a great thing all you want. It's not going to change the fact that she's a child. Also, I loved short-haired Casterus. I have no idea what the fuck is up with her hairstyle in game. It's just, it makes no sense and it doesn't look as cute as the short hair. I don't know why they don't use short hair on the women in this game. In Genshin either. Like, why don't we have short-haired women like this? Where are the characters with bobs? I feel like her in-game model definitely doesn't do her justice.
Oh, not on the slightest.
She's drawn very pretty in this, but I don't think it translates very well in-game.
You, Casterus. All of them have gone. Heeding
I also don't think they ever gave us an explanation as to why she doesn't age.
Domain.
Possibly because since she was touched by death, she can't die herself. Not properly, anyway.
I don't know. They never really, I don't think they ever specifically said anything about it in game.
I have some regrets.
It would make sense for Mighty, but I don't think they ever said anything for Casterus.
Again and again.
And it's not like she was a demigod already. She wasn't. Like, that's the reason, like, Aglaya is because she's a demigod.
Desperately embrace them.
But she didn't have the core flame at this point.
big sister Castoris. Your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
God, she fucking deserved this. This poor girl.
I still think it's crazy that this entire 7-minute long video is in the game. Like, it's not just an extra YouTube thing. Like, this is in the game. It's in the quest.
They put so much fucking effort into this. Like,
And then they proceeded to do the same thing for Finon for a sick-ass battle scene. And I'm like, oh my god, they better continue this trend. I fucking love it.
oh please.
What I wouldn't give to get something like this for Fei Xiao and
Really be warm.
obviously I want something for Jiao Cho, but I'm not that hopeful for him. But Fei Xiao is so important.
Maybe at some point.
Fuck, or Jing Yuan or Jian Cheng. Oh my god. Give me something for my faves, please. I don't see the Xianzhou getting less important. I do think they're going to come back into play really soon, but like I really hope they do something super cool like that for them. Oh my god, but that whole thing played in game. Also, I thought that castresses showed everybody's death because I saw them. I remember seeing screenshots of it. Was it in the background of that first one and I just didn't even notice it? I don't think I missed a Casterus trailer.
Possibly, but I don't remember seeing any of it either.
Or it wasn't Anaxes, I don't think. There's no way it was Anaxes. Did I miss something? I don't think so. No, because I pulled these from the official playlist. I don't know. Weird. Okay. Maybe I feel like I did miss something because I don't think Casterus had only one trailer and the animated short. I could have swore she had another trailer. Now I really need to know. Did I miss something? Or was it from the off?
Maybe it was in the game itself.
No, it definitely wasn't in game. This one's not Casterus, though, is it? I'm not really sure what this is, but it doesn't. Although it does look really fun. This looks great. But I don't think this is it. No. This one I think is just showing the Chrysos errors. Huh. This one?
You once wished to leave behind a snowflake for her.
I think this might be it. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the one. I did miss it. Okay. I knew I wasn't crazy. Wait.
I mean, are these technically trailers?
I don't know. That's a good point. What's Golden Epic?
Check the animated shorts.
Well, the animated one, I added all of those. Because that one includes the Casterus one that we just had. I didn't touch the EPs. Is it these? It shouldn't be these. These are just the music videos.
No, these are just, yeah, those are all the music videos.
I don't think it's a version trailer.
No, definitely
No,
not.
it's definitely not that. Oh, wait.
That's an opening, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
I
all
think
the
it'd be really cool to watch these at some point just to see what they looked like, but I also already have experienced all the
how the
content,
quality would
so
be. That's fair.
I mean, I'd definitely watch it with you if you want me to explain what's going on, but I don't know if that'd be fun. I don't see these anywhere. I don't know what Multiverse Vista is, but it only has one in it, so it's not that. Cutscene? No. What is that? It's not in any of these playlists.
Huh.
That's so weird. I don't know what game show trailer is either. Definitely not that. Although, Hello Queen. That's Fei Fei. What? I'm so confused. How could you have a whole extra thing that doesn't have anything that it doesn't belong anywhere? So what's Golden Epic PV? Is there something with that for all of them? And I just didn't know. Well, no, because Treebees, I watched Treebees. That one was in there. I added this to the playlist. We watched this one, right? Because it says that I've watched it.
Yeah.
But we didn't watch Aglaya or Cass.
That's
I'm not sure what
Christ.
this is. I don't think this is the same.
Weird and complicated.
Maybe I think it might just be Aglaya and Casterus. I guess we'll just watch this Aglaya one, and then we'll do that. I need to add this to the playlist. I'll have to reorder it later, I guess, and just add Aglaya's to the right one. But how did I miss that? Why aren't they on any of the playlists for the official channel? That's so easy to miss. I'm so glad I paid attention.
Maybe because it technically isn't part of the trailers.
Weird. I think I have to refresh this because I just added to it. Yeah, I added them onto the end. That's so weird. Whatever, I'll just add this back to where it belongs. Where is Cassie? Right there. And then I'll add this one back to where it goes for Aglaya, and then I guess I'll just have to, we'll watch Aglaya, and then we'll come back to Castro, I guess.
Yes.
Sure. And then we'll go to Anaxa. So, okay, so maybe I was right to think it was weird there was nothing for Aglaya's golden strings, because that's so fucking important, and it just wasn't there. That makes perfect sense, because this one probably touches on it. Okay. Weird.
In the legend's beginning, the world was pure chaos.
And just from the
Then,
preview, it looked
the
like a
gods
cool
cast
trailer
down
that we
the
just
tall
almost
flames,
skipped.
And the Titans were born within. 3 Titans carved the heavens and earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided Calamity's gate. The Titans blaze enlightened civilizations, and people of all realms thrived endlessly.
I really like it when they do the mural style stuff. It's really cool.
And from beyond the sky came the heretical Black Tide.
Especially because it definitely pulls inspiration from the actual inspiration that Amphorius is based on, you know, this Greek influence.
And the mortals to mutual war. Strife broke out across the land, and the stain of blood consumed the light of dawn. As the gods waged war, the sun itself grew quiet in awe. A millennium of divine conflict left only a shattered world and an age of darkness. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods met its end. Golden blood fell to the ground as a distant prophecy resounded. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world. Aglaya the Gold
Gorgeous.
Weaver, You must gently caress the holy city's silken web and hearken to the sounds and voices of destiny. There shall
Beautiful.
be the three-faced messenger traversing through myriad doors, bearing tidings to you from hundreds of worlds.
They're so cute.
Anaxagoras the Foolish has enough knowledge to refute faith and to stir up a torrent capable of slaying gods. Go seek the priest who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes.
That hit's very different knowing she fuses with the fucking sky at the end of the quest. Oh my god. Don't do this to me.
Everything fucking hits different, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
They can roar Mightymouse the Undying. Pierce the enemy's king with Crimnos' blood.
I find it really interesting that Hyacinth didn't say her name, but Anaxa's and Mighty's both did.
I mean, yeah, but Tribby's also didn't. It's like every
Yeah,
other one.
that's
they
really
don't say
interesting.
it.
But it makes sense too because Triby is 3 people. Unless it
But
wanted to
also
say Trebios, I
Hyacinth.
guess, but the 3-faced, I guess, makes sense because it's 3 people. Individuals,
Then why not?
whatever.
Then why not? Why not Hyacinth then?
I don't know. Hyacinth,
I
the
guess.
priest, just referring to her as the priest is really interesting.
Set her in motion, Cypher the fleet-footed. Command the frozen time to once again
That's really
flow.
cool.
And that servant of the Hand Shadow, the daughter
Yeah,
of
there we
River
go. Another one
Styx.
who wasn't named.
If you grant her the right to embrace, then even frozen death will sleep peacefully at her fingertips.
Yeah, that's weird.
You will hear the sound of the ocean's abyss reverberating
Hey,
through
go.
the storm. You
Hi,
will see
Sealand.
outlanders from faraway realms visiting under the
Hey,
veil of
Beth.
gloom.
Oh,
Until
interesting.
the journey's end, when the titans of old have all fallen, and the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes. To embark on the grand
There he is,
mission
our
of
nameless
deliverance.
warrior. That's our
I
Kaswana.
gaze towards the distant future, where the sun shall etch the footprints of humanity. The children of humankind,
Oh, that
known
Treeby
as
is
the
so
Chrysos
cute.
heirs, shall pluck the gods' core flames, and once more uphold the world.
I think this is their light
The
cone
flame
art? I think it
chase
is.
a journey of
I don't have
constant
any of their
loss,
light cones. No, it's not because
among
Finance
which
is
even
not.
life
Hello,
itself
Saridra.
holds little value.
Hello, Terravox.
Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the
And
flame,
Cyrene.
only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
Super, super cool. I would have been so devastated if I found out after we stopped this that we missed this trailer. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I caught it.
Most heroes' journeys in
Hello,
the universe
ma'am.
are just dice tosses they threw on a whim. Will your answer be any different, Amphorius?
Her not moving her mouth is really weird. I don't know why they didn't do that.
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
Hey, go.
Hi,
You
Cyrene.
think so too, right?
I find it interesting. She's built like a playable model, but I have a feeling she's not going to be playable in the exact model we already have in game because she does just specifically call herself a child in like the not in the quest, but after the quest you're in ID's Elysiae and you can like do these cute little interactions with her to get some like of the memory fragments you can use to like it's basically shop currency but also for like finding the nymphs that you're missing. But she does distinctly mention that she does distinctly mention something about all kids do that, right? So she kind of is referring to herself as a kid. So that's not like the real Serene. That's not what she looks like. But
I wonder what she will.
yeah, it makes
If
me
she looks
wonder if that's
even
going to be
more
her playable model or not. I don't think it will be, though. I have a feeling it won't be.
She looks even more like Alicia or Scream.
But I don't think she's going to release until probably 3.6 or 7. Probably 7. I think 3.6 is Dawn Hung and March's new form. Not sure.
You once wished to leave behind a snowflake for her.
We're almost done. We're so close.
But your hands didn't know how to draw the shape of life.
Oh, it's the
Warmth
same friend.
lasts for but a moment, but the cold is endless. Like how your death-worshipping hometown now sleeps soundly in the blizzard of the long night. Like how the ocean, haunted by trickery, stirred up stormy waves. The sky, pierced blind by their lightning spear, spilled blood and tears. The titans who suffocated the world will also eventually enter death's embrace. You don't know why life blossoms. Only because the butterfly of the nether realm has already landed on the searching black tide on the bloodthirsty blade.
Cocoon, that's really cool. See, hello! Why didn't we get a fuck-ass veil like that? That's so cool!
She deserved to have one.
I mean, hell, we gave one to Black Swan. Why didn't we give one to Casterus? She would have been better for it. Not that Black Swan doesn't look great with her veil. I just think a black veil on her would have been so cool.
Our death. So, in the land of death, I dare not look at the garden of life. I fear that promises may be broken after they're made. Tears may follow after a smile. And then an eternal farewell may follow an embrace. It's better to have stayed in place and never had anything at all.
Even so, death is not the end. To walk toward that distant tomorrow, we make a promise. The flame chase journey won't end with my departure.
See you. We'll meet
Yep,
again on
this
the
is the
shores
one.
of the West
This
Wind.
is the one I was thinking of.
I gained inspiration from death, and should repay it in kind. Golden blood from death is not.
Hyphen looks so fucking cool in there.
Wings.
Also, fine on crying. Golden blood.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's
I'm
so
not
cool.
fucking surprised.
Oh my god. I never even noticed Hyacinth in this drawing.
Just treat it like a game with Dad.
Come with us. One day, just as we have testified for you, you will be able to testify for yourself.
Oh my god. Hyacinth with her broken wings. Oh.
I wish I could be like all of you and embrace the world before death comes, so that the souls of the world no longer weep and the city bells never cease ringing. Even if it's just once, I want to use these hands to give a wilted flower new life.
Another of Stella's the real MC. Oh, I love it.
Beautiful. And also
Even if the
glittery.
snow eventually melts, I hope you will leave behind a snowflake for me.
God, that was so good.
That was awesome. I'm so glad I noticed that we missed that.
Citizens of Akama, heed my words. Only those with unwavering faith shall receive Kefali's protection. The flame of blasphemy.
Fuck you, Lygus. Fuck you.
Shit.
Faith offers no refuge to those lost in ignorance. The sacrilegious flame has likewise kindled the forge of discovery.
This is so
It
cool.
shall unmake the divine and serve me. Purge the ignorance from your mind. Let me
God, the music is so good.
To the visage of truth.
The gods rain fury upon you.
And what of it?
The gods shall scorn your very existence.
I already do. The gods' love for humankind is a childish fantasy. Cast aside this naivety. This body has long been tempered by near ruin.
See? It's weird, isn't it? It's so weird. Ugh.
I wonder if that was just like a mistake or like a metaphor that they never explained.
I don't know, but he ripped out his eye when he was like presumably a teenager from the way it sounds like. He was not it was definitely not recent. The eye color could just be because of the flames. I completely forgot there was fire in the scene, but I also don't think that makes sense. But still, I don't know.
Reason, desire,
They pan to it too many times for it to feel like a coincidence, you know?
reignite the burning fire.
Or a mistake, rather. That's because he immediately has it back.
Blasphemy, if that is all you can do. For in truth, that is your fear.
Not to mention, people were mentioning it like as soon as the trailer dropped. And I would think if it was an accident, they would have fixed it, right?
With absolute certainty, we alone are the true gods of this world.
Super cool.
Absolutely. Oh my god, the origin of Fat Fuck.
I'm always here to help. Then let's hurry up and get started.
We did not need that. Be so honest. Okay, but Hyacinth influencer real?
Genuinely, this is adorable.
Sounds like someone needs me.
It makes no sense for Amphorius, but, you know, outside of Amphorius, she's an influencer. Love her. I feel like this doesn't really make sense.
Stars are the badges of a warrior.
But it is really
They should
cute.
never be wounds of the heart.
Help an
Seems
old
really
man.
no one watching, huh?
I'm being attacked by Netherwing! Help!
Oh yeah, I forgot this one has Caius in it.
5 seconds. Almost there.
Because this is when we first heard the Trailblazers' new voice actor. Because everybody immediately recognized that
Okay.
wasn't the same
that
voice
was-
actor. I can't remember his name. Caleb? I don't know.
Consider this a friendly warning. If you don't
Yeah,
get down,
see, it's Caius instead of Stell. I don't know why.
beat you up.
So random.
Yeah.
Little Ethan, clear a way.
I'm not really sure why they did that. They usually do use Stell, but they didn't for this one. That's the only part of this trailer I'd ever seen was because people were talking about the voice acting change. They're like, oh no, it's official! They changed it! But I'm pretty sure this trailer dropped before they officially made the announcement.
Yeah, which.
I miss him. I miss how silly and goofy he was.
Wait, what the fuck? Don't we have finals trailers first?
No, I put this in front of Finons. I moved it last time, remember? I said I was going to put this one
Gotcha.
first. Just because it's so happy and then we get to all of the painful stuff.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4.
And because I think everybody's in this trailer, including Finon, so it would feel weird to see all the painful stuff and then see them all happy giddy, you know? I didn't pay attention to everybody in this. I just was looking for characters I liked, so
That's valid.
I mean, my silly little Jiao Jiao is looking through a telescope as a blind man, which is funny as hell, so. Oh, and this one has Caius too, but I think it has Stell in other parts. Yeah, there it does.
Yeah, there she is.
There he is. My silly. Also,
The silly.
Yenching with glasses is really cute. She looks so
Yeah,
silly
it's
here. Look at
adorable.
my girl Ting Yun. Oh, hello.
Slaying as always.
I didn't recognize that as Qingchua at first because of the hair, but I'm pretty sure that's Qingchua based on the outfit. I also
Oh my god.
didn't notice Locha was in the background. Holy shit. I was going to say, I don't remember if Moses in this at all, and then I look over and I'm like, oh, hi, Locha. Okay. Yeah, it goes back and forth between the two Trailblazers, I think. Oh my god. It's really easy to miss your faves in this because there's some of them are really brief. Oh, I forgot My Hug was in this too.
So cute.
You know about the know to think in the daylight, breaking through the moonlight. Light goes on, so ties of time, gathering the light to dream a light in our souls to win on the journey, on the journey.
I think this trailer is so fun. It's so cool. It's a great New Year's
It is
trailer. Not New Year's, anniversary trailer.
perfect mix of like really dumb and stupid and silly and also like really pretty.
And most characters, I think, were in that. Some of them were so brief. Like, I didn't even notice Sunday was in it until somebody pointed out he was the one in the fucking clocky costume. Because there is a point where the clocky head falls off, and you could see it's Sunday. I think that's funny as hell. Because if you're not looking for something in the background, you won't notice that kind of thing. Because you're so focused on Robin in that scene, because she's the center focus. Also, like, Argenti was there moving something with somebody else. I didn't look and see who the other person was, but if you stopped and looked, you'd find it. I didn't know where Jiaoqiu was at first until somebody else made a comment about it. And I was like, oh, he is here. Because I was like, oh, he's not there. And then somebody else was like, oh, yeah, he is. I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. I don't think Moza is, though. Maybe he is, and I just never found him. But there's so much going on in that one. I think you'd have to pause a lot to find everything.
They say,
Be someone else
if
if someone
suffering
died.
has an end, then I will be the deliverer. But why is
Oh, I forgot how ominous the soundtrack is.
absolutely nothing behind me now?
After it's over, I'll open a tailor shop.
It wouldn't be bad to live for yourself.
I want to be a normal person.
That's not a wish.
Time to see who's better.
How dare you say that's not a wish?
I think it's more the fact that that's not something
He could do, I know, but like,
unattainable that anyone would.
Why?
Just because her wish is unrealistic doesn't mean you should say it's not a wish. How dare you crush her like that? That's so mean.
No, I don't. No, I no, as in I don't think that's not what he's saying. He's being very dumb about it, but I think it's more the thing of that's not a wish. It's more of a that's a thing you should just be getting by like normal. That's not something that you should have to wish for. Is kind of what I think he's saying. He's just being
God,
very
I hope
stupid
so.
about it because it's. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
a
this
matcha is
exact
that
soundtrack
simple.
plays in game, by the way, and it was killing me the entire time it was playing.
Oh, ow.
Without even having watched the trailer.
May this world never again need a deliverer.
Vinen of Ides Elysiae, what is your dream?
It's even sadder knowing most of these are probably from different cycles.
Yeah.
I also do think it's really cool that his pupil has Kepler's symbol in it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow. The direction of the music changed so wildly, too. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, it's got the cycle number in it. Oh!
Yeah.
33,550,336.
The last time I was on.
Oh, this one's not connected to Finon completely in the beginning, but I've seen this one. This is the one that talks about the Lord Ravagers
Pity
and Iron
that
Tomb.
you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner.
Also, the biggest L, Fei Xiao doesn't have a voice yet, so she and Jiao Chou were both silent in this one, unfortunately. But they are here.
Damn it.
Put the abundance
least
in
you
their
get to see them.
grave.
I already knew that they were going to be mute because I remember the last time Lynette was in an event when I was still playing. It was for that stupid film event, and Linny was the only one that was talking in the D&D based one or whatever. I remember Lynette didn't talk, so I knew that Fei Xiao was going to be muted because they share a voice actor. Same thing with obviously Kazuha is muted because I remembered him being mute for the anecdotes when he was there and also for the Mikawa Flower Festival. So unfortunately, that's the bad thing about they share voice actors between the two games, so I knew that they were mute because they're mute in Genshin.
Yeah.
God, I hope Mark Whitten comes back at very least because oh my god, I can't imagine having Kazuha get replaced, but especially not Jiao Chou because I just love them both. Could you imagine Kazuha with a different voice actor?
As we always say on the Xianzhou, seeing is believing. A war of gods has already begun in the Abacus's calculated future. The Lord Ravager's wish will be.
I did not notice that my baby girl Bailu is in this one. I saw Gui Naifen. I didn't notice Bailu at first. Also, somebody pointed out that Jingliu mentions the calculated future of the Jade Abacus, but I think something in the story contradicted that, but I haven't figured out what they're talking about, so they could be right, they could be wrong. They think that Jingliu is lying. She very well could be, but I don't feel like she would. Not in this scenario.
This is a chess game between gods. As each piece falls to counter the next, why not take advantage of it for our own goals? The Alliance already has the Swarm Author's remains.
Oh, and this one, when it originally released, said the wrong thing in the closed captions. They fucked up, and it said the Swarm Author Abundance. So they had to make a notice and say that was an accident. It was supposed to say propagation the whole time. And it, for some reason, said Swarm Author Abundance. I remember when I watched this, I was so confused. I was like, that's not right. The Abundance is the Plague Author, not the Swarm Author. So that's funny. At least they acknowledged their mistake pretty much immediately. They're like, oops.
To kill a god, we just need to temper the hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
My beloveds. I wish you guys were not mute, but it's okay.
A colleague told me that the Xianzhou Alliance is not our enemy. So why not join this great feast and observe how billions of beating hearts walk into irreversible demise?
Indeed, death is not a process, but the outcome. Let the ignorant hunter raise their bow and kill what they love, what they believe in, and ultimately kill themselves.
So, what's the point in this process? Just for it to feel like a ceremony? Well, it's not like I have a right to complain about ceremonies. I mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Do you still remember what happened?
I saw a spot of light that dimmed the star. Then existence itself was torn, leaving only a despairing white, enveloping both entropy and time.
I don't remember if Beto was muted last time she was in Genshin, but that is proof that she's voiced because Acheron is voiced.
We salute thee, blemished one. In defiance of the cosmic roots that bind all, we offer a magnificent ruin.
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end.
Also, this one is voiced by Ayaka's voice actor, and I hate that I recognized it immediately despite not caring about Ayaka.
I also recognize the voice, but like, I mean, she was one of the most famous characters before like 2.0.
Yeah, I think she's a very distinct voice. I think it's really funny. I instantly clocked it because I think Chiplock is also in this, but I didn't clock it. I don't remember if he's after this or if he was the guy that was talking before, but I didn't recognize him at all.
Be it coronation or collapse, the end of their yearning is the same.
Just to witness? That feels like formalism. Even if every genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Still not enough for you? The fools will only flounder in tears after the wise have been buried.
Cease your chatter. The sun has risen from the end of time.
When Iron Team finally breaks its shell, the Erudition's calculations will meet the end.
But who could say that Akavili on a new journey won't bring another salvation?
Trailblazing always ends up igniting
prisoner who picked up Starfire. If you are to become the first spark, then come and leave the cave with me. And in that fable about the stars, we'll pen the prelude of destruction.
I hate his face so bad.
Such a creep.
It's so ugly. Why'd they do that? This is the one that's in the game.
It looks amazing.
This cruel
So
flychase
cool.
journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind, waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
That's a piece of it, but it's not the whole thing. There's a whole fighting sequence in the game that I haven't added it yet. It's this one. That one's a little snippet. Not that one. This one. This one.
Oh
I think this
Jesus,
is the.
it is like 1:15, so I'm definitely gonna have to leave after this one.
Yeah, this is the last one. So. Yeah, this is the one that's in the game. The other one was a reference to that one. I forgot about that. God, it's so cool. I love this style.
So unique and different, and I love it.
It's so cool.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Look how the song is fire, by the way. So good.
Of course it is.
Glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, echo of desires, a world of silence, sound of desperation, phantoms in the shadows, tear down, embrace the detonation, burn out, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain, I'm reaching for you.
my wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them, then send them on to tomorrow.
God, that's so cool.
I love that so much. That was so cool. And I think it went straight from that cutscene to the simulation thing. But yeah, this quest went really hard to say the least. Although it was extremely long and there was almost no breaks in between every cutscene that happened. It was super fucking cool. Like, ooh, I feel bad for the people who get lost in the lore and aren't willing to listen to it, but like there's so much to it. It's so deep. Oh, we're all caught up. And then some other
We
time
did
we'll have to do the
it.
simulation and I'll have to show you that. But it's really interesting to me. I didn't see anything like people were saying that they thought there was like some sort of glitchy effects. I didn't see it. Maybe it's hidden in there, but I honestly didn't see it in anybody's. So
It might have been people trying to look too deep.
wait, I just realized. Did we see ciphers?
No, we didn't.
How did I miss ciphers? Interesting. Shit, do you have time to watch that really quick?
Fine, but then I do really have to leave because it's so fucking late.
Okay, do you want to just watch ciphers next time then? I'll have to find them.
Let's do them now so that we can say we've actually managed to have done them all.
Okay. I just realized hers wasn't in there. I can't believe I missed more than just those two. God damn it. I'll have to fix the order later, but it's going to be this one, and then that's not it because that's not Honkai official. Oh, and the kitchen and the battlefield, we can watch that at some other point, but I'm not worried about that. It's just a silly little thing. I think Cypher had a second one. Where is it? Maybe it is just this one? I think maybe it is. Okay. Damn it.
The active criminal has been arrested. She'll be charged with breaking and entering, theft, and property damage. Take her away.
The only reason I even realized that we didn't watch hers is because I was sitting here thinking about her ceiling ratios bathtub and realized that that never did that. That never happened. We didn't see that.
Anybody home?
Thank you.
And then we'll hope and pray that I didn't miss anything else.
I think this is the only one that we properly missed.
God, I fucking hope so. I hope there isn't any other characters that I somehow managed to miss.
The only ones I can think of are ones that have either just come out or ones that haven't come out yet.
I mean, Hyceelans and Theredra don't have any, and Finon's the only one for this patch. They won't start releasing anything for the other two until closer to next patch, I would say.
And yeah, I think we're good for now.
Stealing Feifei's alcohol sounds like a great idea, actually. Well, if you're fast enough to get away with it, actually. Don't steal it from her when she's there or she'll fight you for it, obviously.
I need a bigger bag next time. Too bad, Cypher.
Adorable. Cool.
Okay, now I think we watched them all. Hopefully I didn't miss any. God, I hope not.
I don't think you did, as far as I know.
Ooh.
And now with that, I am going the fuck to sleep.
Yeah, go sleep.
Like, this was really fun though.